So apart from this movies, before an actress, nice dancer, like a choreographer.
Yeah.
So why you chose acting? Is it interesting from childhood or
I
sudden?
think not really. In fact, I've always believed that I never wanted to be an actor. Not because I had anything against it, but it never fascinated me enough. And through my teenage, I was already involved with dancing. I was teaching and training with Ashley Lobo. I had also along the way assisted on the film Rockstar, which was directed by Imtiaz Ali. So my dance career was going very headstrong. But I also feel like as a person, I'm not someone who can just be satisfied by doing one thing in life. I've realized that about myself. It also comes in from the creative juices that run within my family. My mum is an air hostess, but she's very, very passionate about interiors. I have an older brother who is exceptionally talented as a artist. He's a graphic designer.
Okay.
My father had spent 25 to 24 years in the hotel industry, being the vice president of hotels like Oberoi, Renaissance, Intercontinental, etc. But after a point he realized, at the tip of his career, that he wasn't feeling challenged enough, and life wasn't as exciting as it would be if he had to put his mind to how do I solve this. And he came back home one day and he said, I want to be an actor. And I remember my entire family laughed because they were like, oh, what is he saying? And the only person who really believed him back in the day was my mom, because she knew when he says something, there is thought to it. And he will make sure he will then ace it. Otherwise, he's not someone who can be happy in mediocrity. And so I think I come from those genes, and dance came to me very naturally. I remember from the time that I heard a tune, I was very little, and throughout all the weddings in the family, I'd be the little one dancing and never get tired. I'd pick up my grandparents and start dancing with them when everything's over. So I started my dance training because of my passion towards it, and where there's passion, you do excel. With the ups and downs, you do learn when you're so attached and involved. Your eyes are constantly open and you're wanting to learn, and that hunger really takes you somewhere which you can't really fathom before you start onto that journey. And I've also been very interested in music as well, so I was training with Indian classical. My parents, although I've always wanted to learn Western. As a kid, you know how we are, we rebel sometimes, we love the West culture and we're so influenced by them.
You're a singer also?
Yeah, I sing as well.
Oh my God.
In fact, you'll hear me in one of the scenes in Raju Gari Gadhi too. I did dub for one of the scenes, singing a very famous song. And acting came about at a point where, a friend of mine who had similar hair, who used to be very well versed with the ad world, one day she fell sick and she said, Seerat, would you want to go and just do this audition? I was young, I was 16, I was like, what might lose, why not? And I walked into the audition. Now, so far my life was very aware of what are the highest and lowest kind of, possibilities I would see at a workspace. I was working in a company, I knew who I would meet, I knew why I would be angry, I knew I would be happy. So you kind of get very used to that setup. And when you're spending so much time there, when you're suddenly put out in the outside world and you're just kind of on your own and you're expected to do something and do it on your own merit to then get hired on a job, there is a certain pressure. And I kind of was very observant to the whole atmosphere. So I remember models standing and introducing themselves and, hi, my name is so-and-so, my height is so-and-so, and holding the placard. And I was very amused at that time, because so far up until now I would always see these people from an audience point of view, not really from backstage.
Yes, exactly.
And that got me more interested, and I didn't get that audition, of course, but I took back this experience which wowed me to want to learn more about it. And I've always felt like no matter what you do, it's one thing to kind of be instinctive and just be, a jack of all trades. Another is to take out the time and the patience to study about the craft. I did that as an actor. I trained with Roshan Taneja School of Acting. He's also my second, grandfather, my cousin grandfather. So I was very fortunate that way, and I kept auditioning simultaneously, which is how somehow, you know, it really amazes me, because from the time that I took a backseat from dance to the time I trained as an actor to my first film, Run Raja Run, everything happened within a month. And a month just passes like this. It's, you know, it and you're constantly in it. But I really believe that, you know, there's a right time for everything, and things just fall into place. But what's important is to be aware and listen to your heart and listen to your gut, because that's the one thing that will keep guiding you. And somehow I think I like to thank my parents for that, because they've always been those people. They've always you know, supported me and pushed me forward. I've never heard them say, oh, it's a creative field, focus on your education, although that was equally important. They gave equal importance to this side that me or my brother have, and I am here because of their support, you know, and the schooling that I've had at home also.
Fourth movie in Telugu, Tollywood.
This would be my fourth film, yes. Yeah. Please ensure to subscribe, like and share.